This is the Dazzlepro Elements Sonic electric toothbrush. I've been testing it for a few weeks and I'm here to give you my opinions on it. So overall, what do I think of this electric toothbrush? Well, to be fair, it's not a bad electric toothbrush. It ticks a lot of the boxes that I would want of a toothbrush today. However, when you consider the competition and some of the options that are available, I don't think it's the option that you're going to want to jump to as your primary go-to option. I think the Philips Sonicare ProtectiveClean 4100 is a better toothbrush all round. Now, to be fair, the Dazzlepro Sonic does offer a little bit more in the box, notably the UV sanitizing base station, but you do pay around about $20 to $30 more for that, and I think for the vast majority, getting a better value electric toothbrush is the way forward. So not bad, but something like the Sonicare ProtectiveClean 4100 is an all-round better buy. But let me go into a bit more detail about this electric toothbrush and why you might want to consider it. So as you can see from the box here, this is quite a nicely packaged electric toothbrush. Dazzlepro is a new brand. You might not be familiar with it in comparison to the likes of Sonicare, Oral-B, Crest, Colgate, etc. But their parent company have picked a pretty solid electric toothbrush to bring into the USA here and sell to US residents. So the main selling point of this is the fact that it's a highly featured electric toothbrush and it has a UV sanitizing base, which you don't see on many electric toothbrushes today. So that sanitizing base can be used to actually kill off the bacteria that exists on the brush heads. It can hold up to 3 brush heads in the compartment, and it runs through a cycle when it's connected to the mains power to actually kill off that bacteria. Now, it doesn't sterilize it, but it sanitizes it, which means it kills the majority of the bacteria off, but it's not a 100% guarantee to kill all that bacteria off. But if you're worried about germs and things building up in your toothbrush head, then it's certainly an option. Now, you are paying a little bit of a premium for it. It's about $20 or $30 more than the likes of the Sonicare ProtectiveClean 4100 to get that benefit of that sanitizing base. And of course, it does take up a little bit of space on your countertop in your bathroom. So you do need to consider that because the actual base station is larger than your typical charging stand. The brush handle itself is quite smart. It's nice and rounded. I've got the white handled brush here, but it does come in other colours such as silver and gold, and also a charcoal option. So it's nice and grippy to the touch. And on the back of the brush handle, you've got a series of ridges that allow the fingertips to naturally grip to the back of the toothbrush handle. You've got 2 main buttons on the front of the handle. You've got the power on off button, which has the name of that button underneath, and then you've got the brushing mode button underneath that. Now, there's no label for that mode. You can't really see it on this white model very well, but there are icons for the different cleaning modes. So you've got clean, soft, whiten and massage. So 4 cleaning modes built into this brush handle, and they light up here on the brush handle. That's more visible on the sort of charcoal coloured handles. There's a white light that emits behind that cleaning mode, and you have to press that mode button to change the different cleaning modes. The good thing is you can change that cleaning mode with the brush off or when in use. Now, when powered on, the brush has a 2-minute timer. It automatically turns off at the end of the 2-minute cleaning cycle, and you'll also find it has a 30-second pacer built in, so that encourages you to brush your teeth for the right amount of time. Comes with 3 brush heads in the box. They are detachable. They fit quite snugly onto the top here. So this is a sonic cleaning action, so the toothbrush head is slightly larger than the likes of the Oral-B brush heads, which are smaller and rounder. Now, in the box with this Dazzlepro, I got 2 large brush heads and a compact one. So there are different size brush heads available. If you have a more crowded mouth, the compact brush head might be more suitable for you. Now, when it comes to the actual cleaning action, the sonic cleaning action is actually very good. It's comparable to a Philips Sonicare. This has up to 40,000 brush strokes per minute. Don't worry too much about the numbers. It's more about the actual way in which you use the toothbrush. So make sure that you read up on the right way to use an electric toothbrush, because the cleaning action is different to a standard manual toothbrush. I did find the bristles a little bit stiffer on this brush head than I would have ideally liked. They're not quite as soft, in my opinion, as some of the competing brush head options that you have, but they clean the teeth overall really well, and I certainly felt that it did a good job. The brush handle itself is water resistant, so don't worry about getting it wet. The build quality overall is good. Whilst the materials are a bit cheaper than the likes of Philips Sonicare, overall it feels solid and I don't feel like it's going to wear out anytime soon. There is no warranty information provided in the box when you actually get this electric toothbrush, but there is a 2-year warranty on this, so you're protected for 24 months should something go wrong. Obviously that doesn't cover user damage. Built into the brush handle is a user rechargeable lithium-ion battery, so you sit this on the UV sanitizing base that's provided to actually charge up the battery. When fully charged, Dazzlepro claim a battery life of 10 days. I actually managed 22 days, so that exceeded my expectations in that regard. There is a battery status icon on the brush handle as well, so that gives you a little bit of information when the battery is running low. You get a green icon on that battery status icon when the battery power is above approximately 20%. When it's below 20%, it turns to a flashing red colour to alert you. The charging stand is bulky because it has the UV sanitizing base on it. So if you were to go sort of traveling, you wouldn't want to take that charger base with you. But of course, with 22 days of usage from it, you can basically take this electric toothbrush with you and not worry about that charging stand. The charging stand has a 2-pin US power adapter on it. It does support 100 through to 240 volts. So in theory, if you traveled, you could take the charging stand and UV sanitizing base and just use a plug adapter rather than a voltage adapter if you were traveling internationally. Unfortunately, a travel case does not come included in the box, so you need to consider protecting the brush head should you travel with this. So the recommended retail price of the Dazzlepro is actually $125, which is quite expensive, although it's comparable to the likes of Sonicare, but you can expect to pay a bit of a premium for those better known brands. The reality of the situation, you can generally pick this up from the likes of Amazon, Walmart, Target for around about $70. That's the more typical selling price. When it comes to buying replacement brush heads, they're sold in packs of 3 and it's somewhere between $15 to $20 to pick up replacement brush heads. Here at electricteeth, we like to price the cost of owning a toothbrush over approximately a 3-year period, and this works out around about 10 cents per day, so overall it's pretty good value. That said, as I said at the start of this video, I do believe the likes of the Philips Sonicare ProtectiveClean 4100 overall is a better buy for most people. Yes, you lose out on some of the additional cleaning modes. Yes, you lose out on the UV sanitizing base, but they're not essential. And the Sonicare 4100 just offers a bit more bang for your buck, if you like. This is still a good toothbrush overall, but you feel, well, I certainly feel you're paying a little bit of a premium to get things like the UV sanitizer, which for most people is far from essential. So as I sort of concluded at the start of the review, a good electric toothbrush, I can't really criticise it. It performs pretty well overall. It's not bad value. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but if you've been considering the Dazzlepro, I don't think you'd be too disappointed with this electric toothbrush. If you found this video useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, click subscribe. If you have any comments, leave them below. But until next time, thanks for watching.